Hey everybody, I'm so happy to have you guys back on the channel where we talk about everything feminine, including music, media, and news. Hey everybody, I hope your day is going well. If you've already subscribed and you're a part of the gang, you already know how this goes. If not, feel free to join the team by hitting that subscribe button, or if you're just here for the one time, it's still appreciated. Today, I want to give you all a rundown on the aftermath of everything that has happened since the incident with Joycelyn Savage and Azriel Clary last Wednesday on January 8th, 2020. I'm going to lay it out for you literally everything that I have come across since then. But if you haven't watched my first 3 videos on this topic, I suggest you begin with the very first video I did. It's very informative and will give you a summary on how we have all gotten here all the way to this video, starting with the Patreon incident. I've made it easy for you to follow through with a playlist on this topic as well. Now, for those of us who are still here, let's begin. So as you all know now, last Wednesday, Azriel recorded Joycelyn coming to their apartment in the Trump Towers to collect a few things, and the two of them got into an argument which led to a physical altercation. Just about everything was recorded and put out to social media. What has happened since then has left many people to question, is this a genuine incident or has this all been set up? I'm going to point out why. So shortly after that happened, a Twitter account believed to belong to Joycelyn Savage tweeted about the situation. So a lot of people, a lot of bloggers, a lot of YouTubers were running with this Joycelyn Savage Twitter account's tweets. So I'm going to read you the tweets, but I'm going to point a few things out. So this Joycelyn Twitter account said to Azriel, "You clearly don't know what you just gotten yourself into. You're so immature. I can only wish for you the best in life at this point. You knew you messed up. You knew what you was doing when I walked in the room. You're so scary. See you in court." She's a clout chaser. She knew I was coming there to get my stuff and leave. That's why she was on live. She knows this is his house. Why are you inviting men over to his house? Just spoke to people. They're the only blogs putting out the right news. The Shade Room and other blogs like to stir up things. It wasn't fake. What she said was false. She's so dramatic. She went to the hospital. I didn't hit her. The phone hit her when I mushed it out of her hand. And then she posted an email that's supposedly from people. And then what I found so weird is that she retweeted the Proud Family streaming website. That was weird. But okay. But here's the thing that people are not catching. She also said, I cannot gain access to my Instagram account. Azriel has been trying to sabotage me. She paid someone to hack into my account, and now she's threatening to sue me without any proof that I hit her. She acts like she's a perfect girl when she's not. So then she goes to post a screen capture of her trying to log into Instagram, and the Instagram account that she is trying to log into is the very same one that posted the Patreon fake account. Okay, so this Joycelyn Savage with no underscore, no numbers, nothing else, just Joycelyn Savage Instagram account that we were all talking about back in November that was trying to scam people, that posted that this is my story, Joycelyn Savage thing on Patreon, to where you had to go and pay for her story, then was also doing promotions and had someone send a wig. This is the account Joycelyn was trying to sign into. And so I was sitting here thinking, like, what is going on? Like, first of all, how is nobody catching that that's the account she's showing that she's trying to sign into if this is Joycelyn's Twitter? Because we don't have any proof. She didn't post a picture or a video that we haven't seen before. So at this point, we really don't even know if this is her Twitter account. But let's just say if this is her, did she just say that Azriel is the one behind that Instagram account? Like, I think that's what she just said. Of course, not just outright saying it, but if she's saying that Azriel got her account hacked and that's the account that got hacked, would that not mean that Azriel is behind the Patreon account? Now, obviously, I don't know for sure. I don't even know if this is this girl's real account, but I'm just saying people are not putting two and two together that that is the account she was trying to log into. Okay? So once again, I do not know for sure, but it just gets your mind wondering. And also Joycelyn, if this is her once again, posted this tweet that said, "I'm sick of the media twisting my words and not putting out the correct news. Join my server and I will be explaining everything. You can call me or text me anything privately. You can ask me anything. I don't have nothing to lose." But when you click on that, it's a launch pass thing and you have to pay $5 in order to access the site. And see, that gets me thinking that, wait, maybe this isn't Joycelyn's account, because I don't think Joycelyn, even though she may not be as quick to speak as Azriel or as good with her wording, I don't think she's that dumb to go and try to make a server or whatever to tell her story and have people pay $5 a month to view her story. And she's actually saying, "I will call you. You can call me. You can text me." I don't think Joycelyn would have it to where people could call and text her to get her story. So, I mean, that would just be dumb, especially after what just happened with that Patreon account and how people had to pay $9 to see that. And then everything with that blew up and people had to get refunded. So it's up in the air who is actually behind this Twitter account, but whoever is behind that account has to be within the circle, because who else knows Joycelyn's password to that account? Because once again, I believe that was originally her account, because she had those pictures up there from almost 3 years ago. Shortly after this happened, it was reported by TMZ that Joycelyn turned herself in and would have to see a judge the following morning in order for a release. Then Thursday, the article was updated stating that Joycelyn's family had visited her and it was one of the first times they had seen Joycelyn in years, and that Joycelyn has been released but chooses to remain in Chicago. Now, first of all, Joycelyn was booked in Chicago, as I just stated, but her family resides in Georgia. So did the entire Savage family book a flight to Chicago and back within just 24 hours? Don't get me wrong, it's possible depending on the flight time and availability, but every time either of these girls has an incident, it always gets sent to TMZ. Every video statement Joycelyn has made has been sent to TMZ. So now here we have the information about Joycelyn turning herself in going to TMZ as well. And now it looks even more crazy because the actual physical altercation, which was also recorded, was released to TMZ as well. And let's quickly talk about how this whole incident was recorded. Azriel made sure she recorded her argument with Joycelyn, which isn't unusual. Many people do that. But once the argument turned physical and moved outside, it was also being recorded there. It's questionable as to how somebody was outside waiting to record, but it's still explainable as we don't know who all was there in the first place, and these type of things get recorded every day. Where it goes left and leaves people to wonder is when Azriel decided to go live on Instagram while she was speaking to the officer who responded to the incident. Many people, including myself, were side-eyeing her for doing so, because what are you getting out of doing that? Like, what does that do for you? And maybe you could say she just wanted to record it for her own filing, but that could have been done without going live on Instagram. It also doesn't help that after all was said and done with Joycelyn, she came back and said, "Y'all wanted some tea? Well, here it is."
Tuh. Y'all want some tea, baby? This is it. Tuh.
Like, did you just purposely give us something to talk about? And some people also question why Azriel purposely wanted Joycelyn to come up to the apartment, because as Azriel stated at first, it was a lady named Kim who had came to collect the things that Joycelyn wanted. But Azriel specifically wanted Joycelyn to come up and get it herself. Now, Azriel had a good point. She doesn't know Kim, and so she wanted the person who she knows and who actually lived there to be the one to come collect the things, which is understandable. But some people were thinking, like, why would you not just give the things to Kim to give to Joycelyn? Like, was it so much so that Azriel wanted Joycelyn to come up there because she knew there would be an argument and she knew she would film it. But then again, you could debunk that and once again say that Azriel didn't know Kim and she didn't want to give Joycelyn's things to somebody that she does not know. So I really don't know, but we're going to touch back on that later on in the video. Now, before I continue, I just want to say that nowhere in this video, in my opinion, in my commentary, am I trying to come for any of these girls? Not Joycelyn, not Azriel, not any one of them. I know that with commentary videos, it could be easily misunderstood. I still very strongly believe that these girls have been hurt and seriously need healing. But I will not ignore the fact that some people are just not being genuine, and instead of trying to tell their story, they're trying to sell their story. And if anybody wants to misinterpret what I'm trying to say, then have at it. I'm no longer going in the comments, writing paragraph after paragraph, trying to get people who are already determined to be negative to understand where I'm coming from. It just is what it is. I don't have the energy to do that all day long anymore. But anyway, so furthermore, after all this happened, both Azriel and Joycelyn's fathers had a few words to say to the people tuned in to their daughter's drama.
Let everybody know that this is not no game what none of these girls been through, right? And I think people worry more about their channels and getting their storylines out than telling the truth or waiting the facts. Listen to this, my daughter got a life outside this YouTube shit and everything else. And everybody trying to bring a exclusive and all this, that need to tune down. Because some of it is a bunch of lies that people just put out just to be the first one to say something. I don't give what nobody say, but people need to really be mindful that my daughter have a life, and whatever direction she choose to do, she doing because of whatever traumatizing situation she been through. So if y'all want to hear something, y'all hear it straight from me. I don't have no problem with it. Y'all gonna hear it straight from my daughter when she ready to open her mouth to the world and speak it. Families hurt, we hurt, cities hurt, my city hurt. There's a lot of things hurting right now. Like, these girls been through a traumatizing situation. So it's especially the situation even with Joy. She has been through something. It's not a game. She been through something. This girl gonna need help. Everything. There's a lot of people that been through something. Like, y'all looking at this like this a regular relationship, this and that. This dude these girls up. And that's the damn truth. That's the truth of the matter. Everybody don't want to believe. You know, then they run around talking shit about my daughter. That's fine. Y'all can say what you want, but ain't nobody been through the experience but her. Nobody been through the experience but Joy. Nobody been through the experience but Holly. And the rest of these young girls, Jade, Geronda, and Dominique, and the rest of them. I hear Holly on her page saying some crazy mess. Like they really gonna have to wisen up.
My daughter loved Jesus so much. I'm talking about Joycelyn. She loved to sing. Her main focus was not to even sing R&B or when she was a young girl. Lisa McClinton was her favorite artist, gospel artist. And she told me, she said, "Daddy, can I even just talk to her? I said, "Yes, of course." And we took her to the concert to meet Lisa McClinton. And, baby, if you're listening, if people can share this song for Joycelyn. But when you have a young lady that's confused, that has not seen Surviving R. Kelly, or that has not seen what's going on in the world, that's a problem. me and my family put this fight out because it was necessary to do right by women. And I said my family. We have all been affected by this. Joycelyn, Jalen, even my littlest one, Jory. My wife. I wanted to do something that my daughter is a breakthrough for her. When you don't have no one to call on in the time of need, you have someone that you can call on 24 hours a day, and that's Jesus Christ.
Azriel's father, Angelo, also had a disagreement with blogger and YouTuber Tasha K because of the wording Tasha used when she spoke about Azriel and Azriel's dealing with the authorities.
So Angelo and I just got off a call. He apologized. He said that, you know, he was wrong for going live and not watching my live stream. He just responded in the heat of the moment to everybody's like live streams saying that I said she was informant, and so he was wrong for jumping the gun. Basically, he was trying to say, you know, we're good. I'm glad you cussed me out and held me to my own. That's what you should be. That's what you should always do. So, you know, there's no beef. There's never no beef. You know that we have like, you know, an honest rapport. And he said you had every right.
For those who are in the dark on what Tasha has to do with any of this, she has been following this situation since it blew up way back in 2017. She has worked directly with Joycelyn and Azriel's parents as well as other people involved. She's built trustworthy situations with a lot of the people involved with this matter. She even stated that she legally had to give up some information that she had in order to help get the situation under wraps. For more information on all that, I will be linking her videos as well as any other videos, articles, and sources in the description. And I'm actually going to have to split this video up into maybe 2 or 3 parts in total because it's getting a little lengthy now that I've went through and edited some of it, and I don't like my videos to be that long. So I'm going to end part 1 here and let you guys soak up all of the first half of the information that I had to give you. So make sure you stay on the lookout for the second part of this video, the aftermath, everything that has happened since the incident with Joycelyn Savage and Azriel Clary. So go ahead and drop down in the comment section below and give your opinion on what you thought on this first half. And while you're waiting on part 2, make sure you check out the playlist that I have created on all of the videos that I have done on this topic. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see y'all in part 2.